What's up everybody? So if you've been following the channel for a while, then you would have known that I've covered both the LE3 Diversification project and Project Variety mods on this channel, and each has their own distinctive features that makes them stand out. And based on those features, one mod may be more to your liking than the other. So for this video, I want to talk about both of these mods. This isn't a full review of them. You can check out their videos if you want to see the full reviews. I'm more or less doing a quick overview of the two and what they have to offer. An important note is that these mods cannot be ran at the same time because of how many files each mod modifies. There's too much conflict. So if you have Project Variety installed, you'll have to disable that one and then install the Diversification project. Oh, and before I forget, now you can hear me talk about Project Variety without a smoke detector in the background. So now let's go back and revisit these amazing mods. Since the Project Variety video came out first, let's start with that one. The biggest aspect of Project Variety is the smorgasbord of customization options that you have at your disposal within the mod menu. You can change the appearances of the major characters, minor characters, and the mod changes the appearances of the NPCs depending on where you go on the station. For example, the folks in the embassies have more businessy attire, where the ones at Purgatory got their clubbing fits on. The cool part of this is that certain characters' outfits can change depending where you are in the story. The main squad mates have multiple outfits that you can choose from, and you can choose which ones you want them to wear depending on the mission you just completed. So let's say Liara. She can have one outfit post Mene and another one post Serkesh. Edie benefits the most from this mod as it gives her Dr. Eva's face. And when you pair that with her selection of outfits, it just gives her a lot of life. The Shepherds also have their own fits that you can purchase through the Citadel gift shop. What I do like about Shepard and your squad mates' outfits is that they fit the personality of the characters, for the most part. Now, I've also heard from viewers that these outfits can be a bit anachronistic. They don't fit the time the game takes place in, and I understand what they mean. Case in point, let's revisit when Chakwas was wearing a NBA 75th anniversary jumpsuit. Looks dope, but off-putting. Outside of the appearance settings, there are story and gameplay settings that you can change. I mentioned that you could disable the dream sequences if you didn't want to go through those, and you can re-enable Miranda's ass shots. You can shorten the Reaper fight on Rannoch, and this is a favorite of mine. Sometimes I just want to get a move on. You can go full nudity for romance scenes. Make sure you disable that if you stream or record with this mod on. Don't get caught up, please. But that's just a few examples. There's plenty of settings that you could choose from. We're going to circle back to outfits right quick because Rex has been given a casual outfit since the last time I've played Project Variety. You can see it during the party. It's somewhat similar to Grunt's, and why do I get Kingdom Hearts mixed with Hot Topic vibes from their outfits? Oh, and Bray got a new outfit as well. There weren't many big changes between the version I played in the Project Variety video and the current update, but these are the two that stood out to me. I would say what really made me want to try Project Variety was the addition of new areas on the Citadel. You got the Hanar and Volus embassies, you got Citadel Tower, you have CSEC headquarters, and then you have Arcos Lounge, previously known as Cora's Den. You will also see Krogan on the station if Rex and Bakara are in charge of Tachanka. And this was quite the choice, but you'll see the Statue of Liberty's head on the embassy after the Hanar diplomat mission, and if Kasumi is loyal. Ken and Gabby will be in Purgatory and you can recruit them from there. I've seen them in Purgatory as early as post Mene. Make sure you didn't already recruit them from the Spectre Terminal, as they'll already be on the ship. For the main missions, you'll find some restored content, like this conversation about the origin of the Geth. I don't know why this was taken out.
This is the original facility where the Geth were created.
This is where the Geth began?
Yes.
Quad Osh, curse of the people. Our children are afraid to say the name of this place.
I'd have expected the area to be preserved as a site of symbolic importance.
It was. Then the old machines placed their base here to utilize this area's power and data processing capability.
These, you can access them earlier in the game, so you can clear those missions out sooner if you'd like. Lastly, you do have the addition of a third codex section that adds the more obscure lore of the series. You may find something in here that's interesting to you. But that's the gist of There are some button shortcuts built into this mod. If you press Ctrl-Shift-M, you can access Rapid Transit, S for the requisitions menu, and E for the email menu. And these were very nice additions. You can now access these no matter where you are on the Citadel. Variety. Its main goal is to give you as many options as possible, to give you more variety to your gameplay. Out of the two mods, this one has the more creative changes. Some can be a bit zany, but that's the fun of this mod. It's not just all zaniness. This mod does do things to bring more immersion to the game, and I respect that it gives you the best of both worlds. The biggest flaw that I had with this mod is that it can be a little unstable. This mod was known to be a little bit buggy in the past. I haven't run into too much jank this time around, but I'm looking out for it for sure. The other thing is that this mod is huge and can be a bit taxing on your computer's hardware. There is an option to reduce the amount of background NPCs to try to help with this, but keep that in mind if you decide to download it. I would say what really made now where Project Variety focuses more on creativity mixed in with immersion, LE3 Diversification project focuses mainly on adding immersive elements into Mass Effect 3. If you believe that Project Variety breaks some of your immersion with some of its choices, Diversification project focuses on enhancing your Mass Effect 3 experience, all while keeping that overall Mass Effect feel. I'm going to be calling the mod LE3D from this point on, as I know I'm going to have to reference it a few times, and it'll make things easier on me. Like Project Variety, this mod adds in characters or changes their appearances. Like, you'll see a lot of female Turians around, but with LE3D, you'll see it more in the levels themselves. For example, you can see a Turian Cabal unit on Mene, and it looks like it's being led by a female Turian. Cabals are basically biotic Turian units. The Asari's designs are more diversified during the Thessia mission, and female Turians and Batarians are part of Arya's forces. This mod also aims to make the character models consistent across the trilogy, so someone like David Archer has their Mass Effect 2 appearance now. The Cerberus ex-scientist mission has Dr. Gavin Archer back in his Mass Effect 2 outfit. I'm always giving Gavin the side eye because he knows what he did. We're not forgetting Project Overlord anytime soon. If you walk around the Citadel, you can see or hear things that weren't there in the vanilla game. During your first trip to the Citadel, you'll see the docking bay filled with the Normandy crew, and you can listen in on their conversation. If you approach Dominic Asoba, you can listen in on his conversation with his son Bilal. It's unfortunate what happened to Bilal later, but he died a hero. If you help Jack and the students at Grissom Academy, she and the students will be at Purgatory, and as other racist planets get invaded by the Reapers, you'll start seeing them more on the Citadel. As for missions, you can see different things like different Cerberus soldiers that were killed by the adjutants. This was done to show how dangerous those abominations can be. And during the coup, the docking officer is now visibly deceased in the intro to show the murderous nature of Cerberus. There was also slight changes to the objectives, like Grissom Academy. The biotic amp has been placed as a terminal for easier access. And when you're tearing through Cronus Station, you'll see the elusive man's assistant Jana's corpse in the labs, and to this day, I still wonder what happened to her. It also wouldn't be a recap if I didn't mention that one Cerberus soldier being improved over at Sanctum. What made this creepy is that you can find data pads of this person before and after integration, and it's very unsettling. The mod developers really went the extra mile with this one, but a full motion video had been added for the Normandy's arrival to the Quarian flotilla. A lot of the stuff that I've mentioned was in the LE3D video, but I chose this stuff because it really highlights exactly what this mod is capable of. Lastly, I want to talk about the DLCs. I love the options that you can add to your apartment through this mod. Some of these are from past games, so it offered some nice callbacks. And for the Leviathan DLC, the corpse beside the AT-12 Raider has been changed to an Alliance soldier, just to show that the Alliance were protecting the expedition. And the skybox for Mahavid has been changed to the Caliston Rift instead of the local cluster. So as you can see, LE3D tried its best to offer immersion by doing a lot of the little things. These things can be subtle, but when applied correctly, they can add a lot of immersion to a game. I did mention some mods in that LE3D video. I wanted to wait until I went through both mods to talk about these. When you apply certain mods to Project Variety in LE3D, it adds a whole other layer of immersion to the game. For example, adding both Expanded Galaxy and the Spectre expansion mods gives you more planets to explore, more Spectre missions to go on. The Normandy sees changes that makes going around the ship more fun. Past squad mates can accompany you on N7 missions. These mods turn Mass Effect 3 into Mass Effect 3 Extended or Complete, and I love these mods so much that I tend to keep them on. These really breathe a lot of life into an over a decade old game. But not only these, you also have supplemental mods like N7 A Spectre's Gift that gives you a whole new quest to go on. There are the Retrofit series mods that can alter things about the different enemy factions. You have the happy ending and the Take Earth Back mods that change aspects about ME3's ending. Expanded Universe adds things from the other Mass Effect games in media. There's all kinds of mods to experience. I believe that while each mod benefits from these additional mods, I do think LE3D benefits from them more due to its more subtle changes, and the fact that when you combine it with a mod like Spectre Expansion and Expanded Galaxy, it adds past characters back in the game like Shiala and never before seen characters like Grothon Pastness. It was also designed to be the foundation for these mods, which is why they all work so well together. Project Variety stands on its own a bit more because of the amount of settings it gives you. There's more personality to it, but it benefits from these mods all the same. I wouldn't even say that one mod is better than the other. To me, they're both sides of the same coin. They both offer a better Mass Effect 3 experience, just in different ways. One mixes variety and creativity with immersion. The other offers some creativeness, but goes deeper on the immersion. I would say to experience both of these mods and what they have to offer. But I want to thank you guys for watching. Feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.